interrupt our program to bring you a special broadcast. The German news agency, Transocean, said today in a broadcast.
Here's another late development.
What is up, Kryptonians, and welcome to The Fives. Today, I am going to be breaking down the 5 biggest, best, or most interesting stories in the world of movies and entertainment from the last week, and I'm also going to leave the video giving you something to look forward to or something to watch. This segment was actually supposed to debut a few weeks ago. It didn't. I'm sorry for that, but as of now, every week going forward, I'm going to be posting the 5. This week, we've got a lot of really interesting stories, and not every story is going to make the cut, but I'm going to try to do my best here. First story right off the bat, we've got more promotion for Zack Snyder's Justice League. Zack attended the IGN Fan Fest, or Virtual Fan Fest, this weekend on Saturday, and there was a lot of interesting shit that went down. Zack teased a huge cliffhanger for his movie. He also showed the opening 2 minutes of the movie, the intro to Justice League, where we got to see a lot of interesting mother box shenanigans and some great visuals with a lot of the other heroes. With a lot of interesting stuff going on. I'm not going to get into all of that here. You can check it out online. You can check it out on Twitter if you'd like to. Also, the runtime for the movie was confirmed. The runtime for the movie was confirmed to be 4 hours, 1 minute, and 28 seconds, I believe. However, Junkie XL also got on a stream later on in the week and said the movie's more like 4 hours and 20 minutes. So what I take that to be is that the movie's gonna have 10 minutes of credits, and it's also gonna have that 10-minute intermission, which is gonna be like a way for people to have a break in the middle of the movie, because again, the movie is 4 hours long. Very excited for this movie, been waiting for a long time. Comes out in March. March, like I've said before, is gonna be absolutely insane, and this is top of my list. We're almost done with February, and it's right around the corner. So again, if you haven't heard, Zack Snyder's Justice League will be released on HBO Max on March 18th. Next up, we got some news on Paramount Plus. The new streaming service debuts on March 4th, and it's gonna have more than 2,500 library films and franchises to choose from. Notably, you're gonna have Mission Impossible, you're gonna have Transformers, Indiana Jones, you know, shit like that. You're also gonna have a run for original shows and series like Halo. Halo is based obviously off of the popular video game series. That's a new live action series that they're working on. You're also gonna have a new live action Dora the Explorer series. You're gonna have a new CGI Rugrats reboot, a new live action Fairly Odd Parents series, and also the confirmation that their movies that are going to be released this year in theaters are going to have a 45-day window before they go to Paramount Plus. That means movies like A Quiet Place 2, Top Gun, Maverick, the new Mission Impossible movie that's coming out, all of these movies are going to come out in theaters, but then 45 days later, they're going to be on Paramount Plus. You guys let me know in the comment section if you're interested in a new streaming service and if you're interested in what Paramount Plus has to offer going forward. Next up, probably the most divisive news of the week, we got Ta-Nehisi Coates. I believe I got his name right. He has been chosen to write a new Superman film for Warner Brothers. He's working on a new script for it, and the focus for this is going to be a black Superman. Now, normally I'd take an entire video to talk about this because there's a lot to talk about for me in regards to Superman. I'm not gonna do that today. What I will say is that it's interesting to have a black Superman movie coming forward. I mean, I have been starving for new Superman content, a new Superman movie, anything like that, and the idea that it's going to be a black Superman is very fascinating to me. Obviously, we could have Val Zod or we could have Calvin Ellis from the comics. These are two people who are in the comics who have donned the mantra of Superman, so that's exciting news. It is frustrating, however, that we haven't gotten a lot of clarity or news on Henry Cavill, who has been our resident Superman in the DCEU since 2013. Now, a lot of fans are taking this as confirmation that Henry Cavill is no longer Superman, which may very well be the case. 2021 now, and we still don't have any real clarity on Henry Cavill and his future as Superman. What I'm hoping is that they decide to do this multiverse thing that they're doing with Robert Pattinson's Batman and Ben Affleck's Batman, where they have a Superman that is black that's going to be his own multiverse thing, and then you also have Henry Cavill who can still function in the DCEU as our resident Superman. I would really not like the idea of Henry Cavill being replaced and pushed out the back door, especially when Henry Cavill is still so passionate about being Superman. It's a disservice to him. It's not fair to the fans who have wanted to see more of his Superman. Now, we are going to see his Superman return in Zack Snyder's Justice League, but other than that, I don't think we have any other confirmed film appearances releases for Henry Cavill's Superman. There's obviously a lot of speculation he could show up in Black Adam or in the Shazam sequel, which does start filming this summer. Bottom line is we have a new black writer who is writing a new Superman, and it is going to most likely be about a black Superman. So guys, let me know in the comments, do you want Val Zod or do you want Calvin Ellis? Which one do you think is going to have more story potential? And also let me know what your feelings are on Henry Cavill Superman, if this is indeed his final run as Superman. We've got some box office information, which I know a lot of people have kind of turned off their thoughts about box office because of the pandemic and how it's affected so many movie theaters. But we got some good news this weekend. Now, regardless of whatever you think about Tom and Jerry, the new movie that released in theaters but also simultaneously in HBO Max, that movie opened up to $13.7 million, which is the second highest in the pandemic era. I can't believe I'm saying pandemic era. It's the second highest in the pandemic era, behind Wonder Woman 1984's $16.7 million, which debuted in December. Now again, these are movies that are coming out in theaters but also simultaneously on HBO Max. So 13.7 million is kind of a big number. Tom and Jerry played in 2,475 theaters, and according to ComScore, 42% of cinemas have reopened. You look at what it did overseas, it got 25 million. So far the global total for this movie is about $39 million, which is great, and great for movie theaters that want to see a resurgence in ticket prices and sales and stuff like that. Now, we're obviously a long way away from movies being what they were before the pandemic, but this is a good sign that a movie like Tom and Jerry can come out, be available at home, and still make that much money in a 3-day weekend. It's a solid, positive sign for movie theaters going forward that they can still generate this kind of money. I think that's a good thing. Most interesting story of the week for me personally was the District 10 news. I don't know if any of you guys paid attention to this or saw this, but Neil Blomkamp confirmed on Twitter that he is working on a new script for a sequel to District 9. If you don't know what District 9 is, it came out, I believe, back in 2009. It was, in my opinion, one of the best sci-fi movies of this era. Neil Blomkamp directed that. Charlton Copley starred in it, and Charlton Copley, it was confirmed by Neil Blomkamp, is also working with him on this new script with Terry Tatchell, who also co-wrote the script for the first film. And we haven't gotten any other information from Neil Blomkamp other than what he posted to Twitter, but the idea that we're finally getting a sequel to District 9, which again was not only one of the best sci-fi movies that I had seen of this era, but it was also, in my opinion, Neil Blomkamp's best film, easily by far. The idea that we're finally getting a sequel to that and that there's more story potential here with District 10, I think that's awesome. I think that's great. I'm excited to see it. It'll be interesting to see where they go with this and how they expand the world, and obviously they left a lot of potential open for a sequel. So some of his films in the last few years, in my opinion, have been hit or miss, but this is good news for anybody that's a fan of District 9. If I'm gonna leave you with something to watch, something to look forward to, you've got Minari, which is an Asian American film starring Glenn from The Walking Dead, among other people. Really good movie. I'm gonna have a review up for that soon, but you should check that out if it's playing in theaters near you. Otherwise, guys, that is my recap. That is the fives. Look forward to this video every week, once every week, either Saturday or Sunday, to recap the 5 best stories. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. If you like what you see, tell me how you feel, and stay tuned to hear more from the Man of Steel. Peace.